Hello, my lovely Aries. Welcome to your June 2019 reading. This is a reading for Aries sun, rising and moon sign. Also listen to your rising sign and moon sign. Some months they will resonate more for you than your sun sign will. This is a general reading for you, Aries. If you would like a private reading with me, you can follow the link below to my website. And you can book a private reading from there, which is going to be specific to you. So let's get started with your reading and see what's in store for you for June. First card you've got is the Four of Cups. And what I want to ask is, okay, so what is it that you're planning? What is it that you're doing? What is it that you want to create? There's 3 cups on the ground here, and that's what you have in the present day, what you have, what you've achieved, and what you've created. But there's always this next thing. So you've got this cup that still needs to be brought down, that still needs to be manifested, that still needs to be brought into reality. So what are you dreaming about? What are you planning? There's something that you're going to be planning in June. Some of you have already started planning it. It's something that you want to bring into your reality. It's something that you want to create. It's an idea that you've got. It's a change that you want to bring in, which is really something that you've been dreaming about, something that you've been planning, something that you want to bring into your reality. And for some of you, I want to say it's a holiday. For some of you, it's a change in location. For some of you, it's a change in your lifestyle. That sounds funny, doesn't it? But that's the word I got. A change in your lifestyle. What changes are you wanting to bring in? What are you dreaming about? What is in your heart's desire? For some of you, it's a proposal, I want to say. It's a change in how your life. It's a change in how you're living your life. It's a change in the day-to-day of your life. In that case, congratulations. But that's going to come in for you in the beginning of June. It's interesting because it's crossed by the Nine of Swords. The Nine of Swords is about a very active dream life, a very active imagination. Are you doing a lot of thinking at night? For some of you, I want to say you're doing a lot of thinking at night. Some of you, it's a very active dream life. Messages coming through your dreams. Doing a lot of thinking at night, because the Swords is an air sign. It's about thinking. It's about learning. It's about knowledge. But when it's in this sort of sleeping nighttime position, it's, when you are in bed, do you do a lot of processing? Is it keeping you awake? Is there a lot of thinking that you're doing that's keeping you awake? Is it, for some of you, a very active dream life that messages are coming through for you? You seem to be connected very strongly to your intuition in June. A lot of messages will come through. If it's something that you're thinking about constantly, about this idea that you have that you're thinking about and processing, try and do it in the day so at night you get your rest as well. I want to say to you, that's going to be really important. It's going to be really important. But you do have ambitions, you do have dreams, you do have, and it's sort of, this is the midway mark. I feel like this is the midway mark for you of really bringing those into reality. These opportunities are going to be there for you, but they're opportunities that have been self-created. They're not opportunities that are just, here you are, the universe is going to hand them to you. I feel like you've thought about them. You've really had a desire to bring them about. These opportunities to manifest themselves in your reality, around you. Self-improvement, more, a better job, a promotion, more money coming in, a move of house, a move of location, a change in your relationship status. all these things, I feel like they're things that you've said about changing, you've said about bringing in to your reality. These are things that you're wanting to create. So these are things that you're wanting to create. These are things that you're wanting to do, and you've been giving it a lot of thought. You've been thinking about it a lot. You've been thinking about it a lot. So they're opportunities that you want to bring about. And I feel really good about that too. You've got the King of Coins, the Knight of Coins, sorry, the Knight of Coins. And that's about moving ahead with these things, taking action. This is how it manifests in your reality. You're going to move ahead with it. You're going to move ahead, and the horses depict, you know, this restlessness. They're restless. They're coming up. They're jumping up. They're not standing still. There's a restlessness about this energy that's around you. It's being grounded, moving ahead, but not without the assurity and putting everything in place that needs to be put in place. But you're going to feel like you need to do it in June, because you're going to have this really restless energy around you, itchy feet. You're really going to have a hard time sitting still and just being placid about it. It's about really need to do it. I need to start putting things in place. I need to start bringing these changes in around you that you have wanted to create, that you're wanting to bring around you, because it has caused you some sort of personal turmoil in the past, you know, of that turmoil. And this is sort of, there's situations that have arisen for you in the past, but they've not been serious ones, and you've had people around you to support you through them. So it's not something you've gone through on your own. But these situations have happened to push you here to where you are in June, to start thinking about putting changes in place. So if it's a relationship, has there been some argument, little tiffs and little problems coming up in the relationship that's pushed you to consider, okay, well, we need to take this relationship to the next level? For example, at work, things might have been happening that haven't been going smoothly, and you've had some dissatisfaction with that, and so it's pushed you to June, where you've got this restless energy. I've got to change. I've got to bring change in. It's totally in your control, bringing the opportunities to you that you want. You create. You're the conductor to this orchestra. You're bringing in this change, which I really like, because you're in control, Aries. You're in control. You're in control. You've also got the Two of Coins here, the Two of Pentacles, the Two of Coins, and this is about balance. So you're going to be balancing a couple of situations. You're going to be balancing a couple of situations for a while in deciding which way you're going to go, what you're going to do, which ball are you going to drop, you know. But at the moment in June, it's balancing two situations while you're in this transition stage, while you're in this transition. For some of you, this balance, Two of Pentacles, is about you being balanced, you being realistic in what you're creating, you being realistic in what you're doing, and how you're going to implement it. That's what's going to be important for you. So it's about personal balance in this case, which is really going to be very important for you, so that you can think clearly. For others of you, it is physically balancing two situations. Do I want to stay single? Do I want to propose? You know, do I want to move jobs? Do I want to get a promotion? Do I want to change completely? You know, there's tossing around of ideas as well here. So then we're moving towards the end of June and how things are going to work out. You've got the Ten of Swords here. So you do sort through whatever it is that you've been thinking about, whatever it is that you've been considering here in the Nine of Swords, whatever's been keeping you awake, whatever you've been processing, that does come to a completion. So third week of June, you're going to start feeling better about it. You will have made your choices. You will have made decisions. You will know where you're going and what you're doing, how you intend to progress and move ahead, because this is an ending of that turmoil, of mental turmoil, mental angst of processing and what decision am I going to make, what choices am I going to make. It's coming to a close, it's coming to an end. So you do work your way through it. You're balancing out the pros and cons and what you want to do. So there's decisions for you to make here. Decisions for you to make. You've also got the Knight of Cups, and the Knight of Cups is about communication. It's about messages across the water, messages across the wires, communication, actually moving things ahead. The Knight of Cups does things but moves ahead intuitively, goes with the flow. It's not the fire knight that just charges ahead, or the Knight of Swords that really thinks about and things before they move ahead, but they take up the sword of justice. The Knight of Cups is about following your intuition and moving forward with that, of communication over the wires, messages of love going, across to somebody, or receiving those messages of love. But that's what you can also expect. There's going to be a lot of communication, but it's also about going with the flow. So it's a knight. Knight is about action. It's about doing it, and it's about doing things, but doing things that go with the flow. Don't go against the flow. Go with the flow. If it feels right, if you're wanting to do something, then just do it. It's a gentler sort of flowing energy that comes along with the Knight of Cups as well, because then you've got the Page of Cups, and the Page of Cups is then about also planning. You've got a fair few cups here too. It's an emotional month for you. It's a month of following your intuition. It's a month of following your emotions. It's a month of considering how you feel and what you want to plan, what you want to do moving forward. On an emotional level. What do you want to do moving forward on an emotional level? What is going to make you feel happy? What is going to make you feel centered? What feels right for you? So it's a month of really feeling your emotions as well. You've also got the Queen of Pentacles here, and this is your final card, and this can be male or female, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, person that is around you that is going to play a very big part in what's going on with you this month. They're going to be a big support for you this month. And it's, activated third eye. It's someone that's really spiritual as well as being grounded. So there's this balance. There's a balance of being spiritual, but keeping your feet on the ground, being grounded as well. And for some of you, this is going to be you, a point where you reach, where you're going to be, and it's, Aries can be really forging ahead and really, you're a fire sign and you really want to do things and take action. But this month it's calling for you to be grounded and to really, you've been thinking about it. So while you're feeling restless and want things to happen, there is a slowness about that. There is a premeditation about that. There is a processing and thinking about that, which is going to be really good for you, because by the time you get to the end of June, you're going to feel a lot stronger, and things are going to start coming together, because the Queen of Cups, the Queen of Coins also speaks to you about things coming together, abundance coming your way. Abundance in love, in finances, in happiness, in health, whatever it is for you, but it's going to start falling into place. So all this sort of thinking and processing is going to start falling into place for you by the end of June and taking you into July, which I really like. So it's going to be a really important month for you. It's an interesting month, Aries. It's a really interesting month. I really like that. I'm going to give you a card from my Oracle of Visions to see and give you an overview of your reading and what is happening with you in June. Really interesting reading. Oh, there we go. Really interesting reading. That's interesting. Beautiful, isn't it? So here's this woman, and you know, we all have books that we write, past and present and future, and we are always, you know, you're always told to, you know, live in. It's about living in the present. The past, the book of the past is closed. You can't change that. You can't change that. You change the future by living in the present, and you make choices and decisions about what you want to do in the future. And you've got this door opened here, so you're ready to move into the future. You're making plans in the present, influenced by what's gone on in the past, but that's closed, and so you can't change that. But living in the present, thinking about where you want to be in the future, because the door's open, so you're ready to go through into the future. And you know, it's going to be quite abundant, quite prosperous for you, quite positive for you. There's, you know, the past causes us, she's holding a mirror, so the past causes us to self-reflect as well. So there's a self-reflection of who was I in the past and how has that changed me moving forward into my future. And think about what it is you want to create for your future. You do that by planning in the present, don't you? And that's very much what your reading has been all about and been asking you to do. I really like that. I hope that resonates for you, my lovely Aries. I wish you many, many blessings for June. And if you would like to book a private reading with me, you can follow the link below to my website and you can book a reading from there. So many blessings to you, Aries.